Everyone, whoa! I'm sorry, this is Act 2. I got disruption close to the end, and I wanted that woo at the end. Pastor Margot, this is Piccadilly! Woo! Alright. Okay, now, we're talking about many different things ever since last August 2024 on dating relationship, engagement, wedding, and honeymoon. This month I'm talking about honeymoon. Last month was wedding. In a couple weeks, it will be back to all about looking for someone special for you guys if you're not engaged. Alright, and regulate to those who are engaged, getting married soon. This is Christian perspective of because dating. Okay? That's why I'm using the word consummation. It means man and woman together, cleave together. According to Genesis chapter 2, verse 24. Alright, now, last 2 days talk about finance and all that about honeymoon. Depends where you are or how it is. Remember, the rule is the more money you have, the more chance you can go have honeymoon somewhere around the world. You can't afford to may end up with just one night in your town, in a hotel, rather than your home. Those things can happen. I didn't have very much money at all. My honeymoon expenses was $300, include the resort and the yacht. Back in 2006, drove 2 or 3 hours to Hunter Mountain in the Catskills in Howard Cave. I love that cave. Go down below in the elevator to the cave. Yeah. Alright, yeah, I remember some people said, you guys going to Disney World? No, don't have the money. I don't have the money. But I had to say that. There's a very few people. The others knew that. They wouldn't say that. Why is it with Disney World? I don't like Disney, matter of fact. The most recent movie. Okay. Now, today I want to talk about different options for you guys. I will talk a little bit about what kind of plate. Remember, you need to look for a resort or hotel made for honeymoon. Don't go for family. Daniels, Pocono Mountain, even Buffalo, New York, and Las Vegas, Nevada, they have a lot of honeymoon resorts. Those places. You have to think about the type of city you want to visit. If you want to go Orlando, remember that. That's very family entertainment. Capital of the world. Because it has Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, and other theme parks there. I went through there last year. Yeah, around the time of the year. I think it was May, June. I told my sister, don't go that way, supposed to go the other way. But we ended up going through where all the theme parks are. Wow, it's a lot bigger. They got so much theme parks everywhere now. So many of them. Oh yeah. See, you want to avoid that. You want to have that good time. Because remember, when you consummate, you need to be screaming. Especially if you get a break for the first time. I'll talk about that another time. Towards the end of my series on honeymoon. Because that's the most important part. The consummation. Alright? If you go to cities like Miami, you can. Miami, you say Miami. But down there they say Miami. I hear that. Miami, Miami, Miami. Anyway. Depend. It's a mech. Depend where you are. Dolby. There's a lot of nightlife entertainment in that area. Sobe, South Beach. Collins Avenue with all the Art Deco, famous. Very famous of the whole Miami, that area. You could, but stay away from spring break month, from February to April, depending on your school and colleges, high school and college. This is almost the end of the spring break season. You want to avoid those stuff because there'll be a whole bunch of room to book by all these crazy high school and college students. Stay away from those seasons. Go a different time. So try to get married before Valentine and after Easter. Actually, after the end of April, to be safe. Those are the blocks a month. Stay away from spring break beach town, including Orlando. It's crowded bad. I never had spring break. I've always wanted to go for spring break. Myself, you know. Although I've lived in Miami, it's just I was with someone special, but I went every day looking for work. Nobody wants to hire. It's bad. They're only looking for Spanish people. That's discrimination. Well, with President Trump, it had changed for sure. I'm sure it's changed now, but it was bad in almost 25 years ago. Bad. So there's other places you can go. For example, if you are a UFO avocado fan of UFO, it's Roswell, but stay away from Area 51. Stay away. You can go honeymoon there. Ooh, UFO. If you're very outdoorsy, perfect. You can go camp and hey, sometimes it's free. Go to Appleton Mountain, the Rocky Mountain. Beautiful. Over dark. Go for those. Hike together. Or take your RV. It's an RV. You can boat or even just go to RV park. But I mentioned before, stay away from RV park because RVs are thin wall. I mentioned about that thick wall. That's very thin. That's why it's very cold, freezing inside in winter for me. I had to put layers on in winter time, gloves and hat when I'm sleeping. Yeah, I have comfort and sleepy bag, both of them. I need a new one. It'll be much better material. Didn't like that. The rough. But I bought it. Anyway. But if I'm going to go live in the Philippines or all year hot weather like that today, that's a different story. I don't sleep with a blanket down. No blanket, no sheet. I sleep without any. The air out. That's something you have to think about. You want something with air conditioning. Yes, I do. But it's off for me to do the video. Alright? So it depends on where the honeymoon is. If you won't get married in the winter, you want a honeymoon in the winter, you can. It's Alaska, Canada, the North Country, Greenland, Iceland. Not too many people want the honeymoon, but it's great you can do that because it's really cold. Keep each other warm. You know that? That's the scripture. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's the last year. That's where it is. The Old Testament. So, find a place that really feel comfortable with, without screaming children. Ah! That baby screaming all day. What I'm gonna do, honey? Okay, honey, let's go to our room. Okay, you can do that. Because everybody outside, they're not in their room. You can do it during the day. Be smart. Do that. But be sure you put on the door, do not disturb. Very important. Do not disturb. If the room doesn't have one, be sure you lock. They will have the chain. Be sure you lock that. Because the room service, like housekeeping, who did that, whoops, couldn't hear you making love. Close the door. You could do, if you have, is that you should have a red bandana red. That will tell them, oh, red means stop. Do not disturb. If there's no do not disturb sign, do that. Then when you're done, clean stuff up and go. Take that out. Be sure you take that out so she can come in, change the sheet, because you're going to have a lot of sweat on the bed. Be sure to let them change the sheets every day. You're not going to go to bed. Yeah, it's all wet. Yeah. Let her keep changing clean sheet. Okay? That's what's important you have to know about when you're on your honeymoon somewhere. Okay? I gotta see how long I've done here. Yeah. That's good. 14 minutes. So that's what that's all about. You gotta find the right place that's not family friendly. More for adults. Okay? Alright. Oh, by the way, for camping, after you've done that, don't sweating with the summer sleepy bag, be sure you hang it up outside on a rope. Besides that, now I gotta put my laundry out and put it on the rope now. So I gotta go. Have a good one, everyone. Whoa! God bless.